The Madman!
So now that I think about it, with Valen, I need to specifically have Firefly in my hand, otherwise it's generally not good enough. But I guess that means I can just choose not to play Firefly in the matchups where I plan to go that strategy. And then it's a specific Prophet Valen Firefly combo, where Firefly is kind of like my Mind Blast, because Firefly is dealing 8 damage, whereas Mind Blast only deals 14 damage usually. Valen can really only add so much damage, realistically, in this deck. Anyways, we've got the classic 1, 2, 3 with this deck somehow. Oh, do we not have enough? Rip. 1 drop, 2 drop, patches, getting 3/3, still not good enough. How unfortunate. Oh, but I'll draw a card on the way out. Used to forget about this all the time. So the main benefit of playing this deck in this fashion is obviously because of Kazakus, Raza, Anduin. But it might be possible that that just isn't even worth it. But it means we can't play all these cool cards. Is it outclassed? Womp womp. Okay, it's Big Spell Mage. Focus decks tend to be better, right? Well, unless you have a really good reason for not focusing. It's just a question of whether or not this is a really good reason. Yes. This kind of wants to aim at Doomsayer, maybe. I bet this is gonna blow his mind. It's looked like a Dragon Priest the whole time. It's like, what? If I get hands like this is obviously ridiculously powerful, at least. This was a really good hand. Possibly could have left Illidan up since I have the Primordial Drake. Is that a trump trade?
Again, so kind of you to join me.
The first step is to realize you have a problem. There goes the world. Unless he gets the polymorph. Maybe I should have held back on the charger.
Brilliant. Let the pain speak to me.
Never draw the Summoner or the Archivist.
Do not fear power. Fear those who wield it.
Never, never. 7. Okay, so if I'm Shadow Reaper Anduin, I currently have 2, 6, 14 damage.
Let me change your mind.
Shadow Reaper waiting room? Wow.
I cannot do.
The light has betrayed me.
By Jove, we've actually done it.
By my frozen heart.
No, I definitely should have healed Chain Gang. Oops.
The shadows grow short.
Okay, so I've actually got a Free from Amber and Mind Control in here. I've got the 2, 6, 10, 14 damage burst, 18 if I draw another 1-drop. Well, that's not really impressive enough to justify keeping this around, probably. So it's always Mind Control.
By my frozen heart.
Total darkness will be my revenge.
He's like, really? Did you put that in your deck for exactly one Mind Control? If I draw the other Corsair, I actually have 22. Wait, let me just double check. 2, 6, 10, 14, 18, yeah, 22. Womp womp. Wait, but right now I have 18. Need to not be hitting the minions right now.
Heal of Shu. A fatal mistake.
Pyroblast? Nope. $18 plus 5, can we do it? Push it to the limit? Oh, right. Ice block. But hey, we broke the block. That's something. Oh, Kazakus. I think breaking the block isn't good enough. I actually have to stop myself from dying.
Revenge.
Okay. So, I actually have 2, 6, 10, 14, 18, 28 damage burst somehow as this deck? So therefore I can not spend some of it, but I do need to... Oh, hold on. 28. Okay, wait. I double counted. Anyways, we need to use it to clear the board, unfortunately.
Not all who wander are lost.
Huh?
Oh my god! Oh my god! It's vaporized! Oh, that deck doesn't even run Ice Block usually. That's right. Oh my god. I might have been wrong in saying this was the strongest deck in the meta. Oops. Strongest deck ever created. Oops. I'm gonna run a controversial opinion across to you guys. I think Patches is weak right now.
Oh,
You
really?
think? No.
Why is that?
Have you played against the Kalisek deck?
I think we've got the strongest deck ever created in Hearthstone right now. It's Q Block. And that card destroys Patches. That deck.
Strongest
Sorry,
ever?
what? Run that one past me again, Tron?
Q Block destroys Patches.
No, the bit before that.
It's the strongest deck in Hearthstone ever.
In Hearthstone.
It's pretty strong. Like, no, I'm not one to say I'm not at your level.
I made those claims without practicing the meta enough. I mean, it's a good deck. But it definitely has its counters. I see like a 5-way free-for-all among decks right now. From main decks. But our goal is to reach the truth that lies beyond the truth.
Let the pain speak to me.
This is kind of a Potion of Madness bait. It's pretty tempting to steal that there beetle. I would like to think that if I were playing Raza Priest, I would have the patience not to do it because I knew Possessed Lackey was coming. I'd like to think that. But I know, might not be. If you want no risk, you can Dark Pact this thing, but I feel secure enough that this will find a way to die. Okay, there's silence. Sure. That's kind of a thing. Oops. That's kind of a thing. I'm kind of dumb. That did kind of need to die. I could have cubed it, but I decided not to.
Is someone injured?
Huh. Just to get rid of cards, I guess. So in this matchup, I imagine that the win is most likely to happen by basically getting your combo off before their combo. We have 4 out of the 5 pieces of the combo, but I do need to dig aggressively for it. And I do believe that this is fine. It's possible that it's actually bad for me to become Blood Reaver, because it's all about the speed at which I can draw cards from my deck. So I could actually do something like... not anymore. Man, do I want to play Blood Reaver gul'dan? That's a tough question. It is just a matter of cycling. It really is. But usually it's so right to play Blood Reaver gul'dan. But I'm fairly convinced that I'm just gonna get burst. So I think Blood Reaver gul'dan is actually worse. But how am I supposed to... well, I can do coil here.
So many possibilities.
Man, that is a rough realization to make. To realize that your only chance of winning is to actually combo them down that fast. I think this is the right call to make. And we just want to draw as much as possible. I want to draw that card, man. Wait, I just realized I didn't even draw a card this turn. But I did cast a bunch of cards. Which is essential in order to draw cards. That was a fun, whatchamacallit? Clown Fiesta turn. I basically have to draw into the Skull of the Minari as fast as I possibly can. Or Possessed Lackey could pull Doomguard, and that might work also.
Oh yes, they'll serve me now.
Wait, this was actually... I should have played that first. Oh my god, this Skull Punish. But to be fair, there's a Void Lord in the way, which means I couldn't actually play the Skull. Actually, not Punish, because I wouldn't have played the Skull here. It would have been not possible to get through that Void Lord. So the opponent's setup turn is playing Shadow Reaper Anduin. My setup turn is playing Skull of the Minari. Oh, but they also need a turn to set up Araza. So I think I've won. But my setup also requires getting him down to 25. Ooh, I also drew Void Lord. Okay, I do need to trade this in first, because otherwise I might not get Doomguard. 31, 32. No, it's definitely not lethal. But it does get me through that for now. Okay, that sets me up to do lethal. Alright, 50-50! But he hasn't played Raza, so I'm gonna survive next turn anyways. That's fine. I guess this means I can play Blood Reaver gul'dan, since I have everything. It's just a skull summoning Doomguard waiting room. Sure. Wait a second. This is actually bad because I filled up the board. Wait a second. How many spaces do I need for this combo? I think you need a total of 5 spots available, which means I'm fine, since the 2 Void Lords are okay. So the pro play here on his side would be to somehow kill off his own guys. I need 4 spots? Umbra, Doomguard. No, sorry. This summons the Doomguard. Umbra, Carnivorous Cube, the Doomguard. I think you need 5. I could definitely be wrong.
This one will prove very useful.
Out of cards.
But we got there. Just perfectly enough. Yeah, you need 5 spots. Wow. That's one of the games where Umbra wins you that N'Zoth does not win you.